Orange Sky Audio presents The Flower Show Murder, Monica Noble Detective, Book 2 by Faith Martin. Narrated for you by Claire Storey. Chapter 1. Thunder was distinctly threatening to grace the sultry August afternoon with its noisy presence, when Monica Noble prudently brought in the last of her washing from the line and entered her cheerful yellow kitchen. Pushing the damp dark hair back off her forehead, she walked to the fridge and, pouring herself a long glass of deliciously cold lemonade, swallowed 2/3 of it thirstily before starting on the folding. She was just about finished when her husband, Graham Noble, walked in from his study and put the kettle on. He'd been the vicar of their small Cotswold village of Hayford Bassett for the past 20 years, but only a married man for nearly 2 of those years. "Is Mrs. Parsons all right?" Monica asked, knowing that he'd just had an appointment with one of the villagers, whose husband, due to a degenerative illness, would shortly be in need of a wheelchair. "She's remarkably cheerful, all things considered," he replied with a small sigh. "I'm not sure that the reality of their situation has sunk in just yet. I'm getting on to social services first thing." He poured hot water from the kettle into the teapot and said softly, "You'll have a cup, won't you?" Monica, putting the washing to one side, walked up behind him and slipped her arms around his waist, offering comfort and support. At 36, she was 15 years her husband's junior. Not that the age difference was particularly noticeable, since Graham looked a good decade younger than his 51 years. He was also one of those dark, lean, poetically good-looking men who seemed to have a magic formula against age, and who wore a handsome face with effortless ease and a complete lack of vanity. No wonder the ladies of his parish had been rather put out to hear of his marriage to a widow from London, especially one with a rebellious teenage daughter. Graham felt his wife's arms snake around his waist and reached down to cover her hands with his. To say that Monica had come into his life and changed it as radically as a tornado was something of an understatement. He was still saying thanks for her in his nightly prayers, and he expected he'd still be doing so when he was in his 90s. "Oh, that's the afternoon post," Monica said, hearing a distant rattle out in the hall. She moved off to collect the usual.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?